When you look good, you feel good. For me, that's like 1,000% true. There you go. That's 1,000% true. When I look good, I just feel great, actually. And feeling good, looking good, our hair is a major part of that. Don't you agree? So, today on the show, we're going to talk about hair, not just hair, but natural hair as it pertains to beautiful women of color, Black and brown women. Not just that. What does hair care and hair product has to do with generational wealth? As you may know, the hair industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. So whether it's a barbershop, whether it's a salon, whether it's in your backyard getting hair braided, getting weaved, it is a multi-billion-dollar industry. The hair products that we have to put on all the time, starting from probably age 1 up until death, millions and billions of dollars is to be made in that industry. Our guest, Christina Tyler, is going to be talking to us about that. All that and more coming up. If you're just jumping on, thank you for joining me. My name is Paulette Rolle-Alesnik, and in this space, we talk about personal finances. So that is how to make extra money, how to create and develop multiple streams of income, and how to increase your wealth, because you're never too old or too young to live your life like a boss. And that's what Christine Tyler is going to talk about, because she is a young entrepreneur. Please do me a favor, invite a friend, invite a female friend. This show focuses on women today, but I'm sure guys can hop on as well, as they're always supporting their women. But invite the young ladies, invite children. Let's discuss, let's talk about hair and hair health and what we can do. It's so important to take care of our crown, our royal crown, ladies. So grab somebody with you as we jump on the show, as we get deep dive the show today. Christine Tyler is somebody I've known since she was a child, way back when, and she's always excelled at so many things. And when I saw in recent months, I'd say within the last year, just her face and her business started popping up on social media. She's on TV, she's at entrepreneur stuff, she's in Tampa doing her thing, and I'm like, what is going on? I'm so excited. I am so excited to support this young lady. So as we feature her on this guest, so please, you're going to see her website on the screen. You're going to see her handle. Visit her, check out her product. And if you stay tuned till the end, you just might be the one to win one of her free product, because we're going to have a giveaway today. Okay, so get some people on the show, so that you can not just win, but learn more about hair care and generational wealth. Let me introduce her properly to you. Now, if you are new to this space, if you're new to me, please subscribe. Just like whichever medium you're watching this on, YouTube or Facebook, subscribe so that you won't miss the other conversations with these women that come on the show, because they leave such great nuggets, and I'm so proud to know so many of them. And say hello. If you're on here, just say hello. To myself, to Christina. I like to chat with you. Questions, if you have them, drop them in the comments. We have a Q&A section as well. Now, who is this wonderful lady, and what is this product that she is now bringing to the world? She has unpacked a company called Crown Love, right? Like, I wish I had a crown. I wish I had my crown with me. You know, I got a couple of tiaras in my closet. Too late, shoot. So Crown Love creates natural hair accessories and styling tools to simplify the natural hair journey for women. Their goal is to promote hair health while celebrating melanin beauty. Crown Love plans to eliminate confusion in the marketplace and simplify natural hair care. We're going to get into that statement about in the marketplace sometime on the show. They do not want to just sell, but the focus is community and serving others by focusing on serving their customers' need, not just marketing, but creating a long-term brand, loyalty, and of course, generational wealth. Crown Love. That is who we have on the show today. So, ladies and the gentlemen who I'm sure are going to sneak on this show to support, welcome to our show, special guest, Christina Tyler. Hello, Christina.
Hi, thanks for having me today.
You are most welcome. Thank you for being on the show. I'm excited that you are here. How are you feeling? I see the picture of your family in the background. Like, shout out
Yes,
to, tell us about your family. Shout out to everybody.
so I just turned 33 last week. I can't believe it. But I am a mom of 4 boys and a bonus mom to 3. So we have a huge clan of 7, as you can
Whoa.
see. This is my husband right here, Joshua. But yes, I'm the only woman in my house, which
Whoa.
makes her even more important. So yes, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I'm raising my 4 boys and my bonus kids, and I love being a family woman. So
that's such a great backdrop, man. I'm looking when you jump on. I'm like, I thought it was a painting at first, but then I recognized you. I'm like, this is great. 7, you have a basketball team, and you're just a mom. You're just a mom of they do, as they do their thing on the court of life. I'm excited for you. Congratulations to you and your husband. Everybody, for those who are just jumping on, I know some of you don't comment, so I can't tell if you're here or not. That's fine, but just say hello if you want to. More importantly, invite someone. To do that, all you have to do is just tag their name on this live chat. On Facebook, on YouTube, you'll have to share the link. Okay, so tag somebody. Let's get in here. Let's talk about hair care and hair wealth. We're gonna coin a new phrase, hair wealth, right? When I think about hair and the amount of money that women of color, black and brown, spend on hair, if we were to just kind of dice that up and share that out to the world, I'm just thinking we probably would all be a millionaire. Just, you know what I'm saying? And as far as I know, there's not a lot of women of color, anyways, that own hair product. The Mrs. Walker, the Mrs. J. Walker, great story of the first Black billionaire. And so when you guys talk about, hair, what does that got to do? Wear your weave, wear your braids, whatever. Let me tell you something. The first Black female billionaire did it with hair product. That's how big the hair industry is. Google it. We believe in fact checking, because I might speak with an accent. I might talk really fast and really funny, but when I bring you stuff, it's what I know. So check out Miss J. Walker and read her story or watch the movie. The woman became a billionaire with what? Christina, tell them, hair product, right?
Products, yes. Natural hair industry. At that time, she was into pressing and finding products to really, go with the kinky and curly hair texture. And she was able to make an empire and start her generational wealth for her family. So
on hair, people, on hair. So we're going to talk about how we, and not to exclude my lighter skin friends today, because they have to buy hair products as well. There's the Pantene and the Pro-V and all that stuff. But I'm just saying, because I have been a part of a Caucasian family, married to a Caucasian man in that family, I know their budget is just not minimal compared to ours. You know what I'm saying? It's just minimal. So I know that there is money in the industry, and we are going to learn how we can get ours and how we can support this young lady. She just turned 33. And then, so COVID, she lost her job. We'll talk about that. And she decided to, instead of working for somebody else, I'm going to take care of my crown and I'll start this industry. Christina, I know, people don't always care about what we do, right? I have a task. The people on this show, they have a calling, a task, a invocation, if you will. But more importantly, people care why we do it. And I ask every guest that come on this show why they do what they do. Why is it that you do what you do when you can be doing something else? Intelligent woman, you have a basketball team and a supportive husband. Why do you do what you do?
Because self-care and self-love is so important. And I'm realizing that hair correlates with that self-love. It correlates with that self-care. And why do I do what I do is because I love my melanin skin. I love my curly hair, and I wanted to find a way to monetize that. So how can I put both my passions together and make generational wealth and create a legacy and a foundation for my family and my kids?
Wow.
So that's why I do what I do.
Wonderful. Ladies, you hear that? I see some families, some friends on this show. One key thing she said, she wanted to find a way to monetize. Why not monetize something you have to do? You have hair. It's like I'm checking to say you gotta eat. Guess what? You gotta take care of your hair. Why do we always take our monies to the neighbor's house? Why do we always go to somebody else's store? We now have women of color, black and brown, whatever shade you call us, that have hair product. We are in the industry and we're here to grow. I'm saying we just because I'm black. I know nothing about this, but I'm here to support. So, but we have women and also men, because I have a gentleman, Prince Hickson, who also does hair stuff, but they're in the industry to blow it up and to say there is generational wealth to be had in the industry. We spend enough money on everybody else's product. Now it is time to spend money on ours. Let me see if there's any questions really quick, Christina. I'm so young, I need glasses. Hello to everybody. Thank you, Janice. And I can't pronounce somebody's name, but somebody's like, hey, Christine, I love it. I love it. Hello to everybody. Steven Jackson. Hi. No, Steph Jackson. Hi, Steph. He said he's so proud of you. Is that somebody you know?
Yes, it's my friend Stephanie. So hi, Stephanie. Thanks for supporting me.
Oh, that's so wonderful. Steph, please tag someone, Janice, Joe, and the person whose name looked like Coca-Cola. And so that tag someone, invite them in, especially women, so that we can learn about the industry and how we can support women of color and gain generational wealth. How long have you been, Christina, how long have you been an entrepreneur? I know it's recent, but how long? And hold on.
My whole life?
I was gonna say, and also, yeah, because I remember from a kid, right? You and your mom. And what brought you to this pivotal point to start Crown Love as well? So 2 questions in one.
So COVID happened. COVID was a pivotal moment for all of our lives, but for me especially, I was furloughed from my job and I lost my job in the middle of the global pandemic while being 5 months pregnant.
Okay.
So
Whoa.
That unexpected shift of, I was in the middle of my career. I was an auto claims adjuster. So I was in the middle of a career trying to work my way up in leadership. All of a sudden, COVID hits. A week later, I'm furloughed from my job. I'm pregnant. I don't know what to do. And in those moments of uncertainty, you look around like, what's next? What's my next steps? What am I good at? You start questioning, why are you here? Especially during the pandemic when people were losing their lives, all the things that happened with Black Lives Matter, it really puts a limitation and a limit on there may not be a tomorrow, and to do what you're passionate about today. And I think COVID was definitely my pivotal moment to say, it's time to stop working for someone and using my talents and gifts for someone else's organization and figure out how that can impact me and my family.
Wonderful. Wow. Time, you know what I got from, you said a lot, but you know what I got from that that stuck. It's time to stop working for someone else and put the energy, especially when you're young, put the energy in creating what God has called you to do, right? Because at the end of the day, they give you a gold watch. Heck, go buy your own gold watch. Work, create your business, get rich, and buy yourself 5 gold watches. 5 gold watches. Now, if you're just jumping on, you're going to see behind Christina this gorgeous painting. It looks like a painting, but that is a painting of her family. You might have missed the story, right? Quick backstory. Christina has 7 men living in her house, all male. Her husband, her boys, her stepboys.
I have 2 daughters right here.
Say it again.
I have 2 stepdaughters right here.
Oh, daughter. Okay, good. So daughters too. Well, she's got an entire basketball team on the wall behind her. Young lady, how do you balance at such a young age family and your new business? Because you're blowing it up you're on TV already. You've been featured in some things, and you just like you hit the ground running. How do you balance that with your family?
it that that's a difficult thing that I'm still learning how to juggle both things. I
Mhm.
can say I have such a supportive family, and my husband is my number one
Or
employee. He's
okay.
packing boxes with me. He's running
Or
to the post office with me. So I really wouldn't be able to do this without the support of my family. My parents help watch my kids when I'm going to a
or
networking event. So it's really all hands on deck to make the whole thing operate and move. So I'm still trying to figure out how to balance giving all my kids the amount of time that they need
yeah,
individually, which I know that's just going to be something that I'm going to struggle with forever. But
yeah, yeah,
I,
yeah.
I definitely can say having the support of my family and just getting up and doing it every day and not making excuses is how I balance.
Well, that's good. Getting up and doing it. Well, good luck and congratulations because motherhood is, I think, the greatest gift anyone could have. But you are setting such an example for anybody on here. I don't need to call anybody by name, but if you're watching live right now or on the replay, and you might say to yourself, well, I want to start a business, or I want to, might maybe you want to work for somebody. I want to, because everybody don't want to be entrepreneurs or solopreneurs like us. So just get that
Right.
right. You might say, I want to work for somebody, but I need a promotion, which requires some type of training, going back to school, something that needs a little bit extra time. You have to find the time. Or you might say, I want to start my business. It's been years and it's in my book, or it's in my head. But your excuse is, I have kids. I have so much to do. You've heard it from Christina Tyler. She's got a house full and she started a business in the middle of the pandemic, right? To work for herself. So I would encourage you ladies, if you have a dream, I just want to put on here real quick. I do apologize. I get so caught up sometimes. I get so caught up. But if you have a dream and you want somebody to hold your hand, we have an online school to help you to coach you through the different things to pull your mindset when it comes to financial wealth, financial freedom, and multiple streams of income. Our online school can help you. We talk about making extra money. We talk about helping you start. We connect you to resources that you might know it's there and it's free. We connect you to people that are doing what they're doing, like the Christinas, right? We have master classes. So if you might say, "Hey, I don't know what to do," there's no excuse. You might just need a mentor. So put it in the chat real quick. I need a mentor. I need a mentor, or mentors are important. Please put it in the chat because it is. And Christine is just totally rocking this. Suddenly, there's this quote, and suddenly you know it's time to start something new and trust the magic in the new beginning. So the motivation you shared was COVID, right? So COVID happened, and then you decide, okay, so what's next from here? Tell us about what the business has done since then, and what do you have planned all the way up? I'm gonna just give you the floor right now. We already know your why. You leave, COVID happened. It's like, I'm not gonna work for anybody else. I'm just gonna do this, and that was your jump off, right? Launch. Tell us about what you're doing now, how we can support you, all the way up to maybe there's some connection to generational wealth and this crown love you got going on.
Okay, let's see. That's a loaded question. What
That
am I
is. I tend to ask like five questions in one.
So the whole purpose of Crown Love is to create accessories and styling tools to make natural hair easier to manage. Because ladies,
Okay.
it takes time, it takes money, products are expensive. It builds your arm strength because you're twisting and detangling for hours. And
Right?
I just wanted to create products that made that whole process easier. So right now I'm in the process of creating some more products. We specialize in satin based products.
Okay.
Um, and satin is very important for your hair and for your skin.
Tell us
Um,
why. Tell us why. Everybody doesn't know why satin is so important.
Okay, so satin is not only just soft and more of a luxurious fabric, but also it helps retain the moisture in your hair and your skin. It helps with eliminating split ends in your hair. It helps with eliminating breakage on your hair. Um, it's amazing on your skin. All those facial folds that you can get from the friction of the cotton pillow, that satin pillowcase just removes all that friction and tension that's in your face and in wrinkle lines. Um, Also, satin is good for preserving different hairstyles. It's good for preserving your skin regimen. When you're putting all those expensive hair skin products on your skin, sometimes the cotton pillow can just take it completely off of your face, and you're not getting the benefits of those products that you're using. So, getting a satin pillowcase, using a satin bonnet. We're in the process of making some more satin lined things that you wear on your hair. I'm not going to give you the tea yet.
Not yet,
It,
not
it,
yet.
it's in manufacturing. It's in the process of being made right now. This summer, we're actually going to drop a natural hair oil line. And the hair oil line is just going to be about locking, sealing, and retaining moisture. A
Okay.
lot of women struggle with dryness of their hair and their
Yeah.
scalp. So we're creating a formula right now that'll help with maintaining and locking moisture into those hair shafts. So that's really exciting. Really excited about that. What's on the horizon for us? We want to be a global player in this hair industry. We want to expand internationally. Right now, we only ship to the United States, all 50 states. But in the future, we want to expand to Canada, Europe, Africa. I want to take this business to the community. I don't want us to just sell online or sell at vendor events and things like that. I want it to be a community based company that puts on events,
Oh,
information sessions, teaching young girls about hair love and
wow.
hair
That's,
wealth, as you just coined on this.
yes. Put it in the chat. That's going to be something we start. Okay. I see my sister Felicia's on here. Marjorie's on here. Steph, I can call you Stephanie. Put it. This is something we're starting for Crown. This is going to be the new Crown Love hashtag. Hair wealth, right?
Yes.
Not just hair care, but hair wealth, because she told you she wants to go global. And like, there's so many people. Some of you just jump on. You know how I know? Because I can see the numbers. But some of you missed the beginning when we said that the hair industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry, from the barbershops, from the salons, from locking your hair in somebody's backyard. For those of us from the island under the tree, y'all know what I'm talking about. We lock, we braid, we have extensions and all that stuff. And it has been for years. So Madam C.J. Walker can become the first Black female billionaire. And some of you don't stop to think about hair wealth. The first Black female billionaire that we know of in America happened with hair. Fact check. Please fact check it. So if you want to dive in, connect with Christina. Her website, I don't have my glasses on. It's on the screen, right?
Yes, it's www.mycrownloveluv.com.
Because you might be able to become not just a user of a product. And I say this, and this has nothing to do against those people that don't have any melatonin in their skin. It just has to do with the fact that our hair is different, our skin is different, so what comes out of our paws is different. But get the products that support you and your hair, and then support the people that look like that looks like you, because most of you right now buy a product. I can't say this for a fact, but I would assume buy a product from somebody that's not of color. And the industry, the door's open. The door's open. Let's support each other. Women, let's support women. The women that I see on this chat right now, they all have natural hair, Christina, like natural locks, or twisting braids, natural hair. Women, Christine, on her website, there's a page where you can even become an ambassador. And Christina, I'm going to throw this out. This was not in our questions, but you educated me. I love that you said that you want Crown Love to be an educational platform in the community as well. Why? We're going to talk about the shame that we had in the marketplace. Me coming to America, where I was shamed because I was wearing braids and was told to my face, that's so juvenile because you are a manager. Look at the position you're in. We're going to talk about that. But, and Christina and other people had the same experience being an ambassador in the community. Talk about what that means to, like, how can we become a hair ambassador for Crown Love?
So the ambassador program is about creating a community of women where not only are you supporting our products and our brand, but you're also supporting the mission and the story behind Crown Love. So there's an application process to become a brand ambassador, and it's an affiliated based program. So you get your own personal discount code, and whatever sales you make from your personalized discount code, you get a commission off of those sales. So it's about empowering women as well. So if you're promoting my business, I'm also promoting you and putting money in your pocket for impacting and selling things for Crown Love. So it's a circle of helping women to gain that generational wealth, like you're saying, and make money and have some extra money in their pocket.
Right. Extra money. There you go. That's me right there all day long. I'm the multiple stream of income lady. So even if you have a job, full-time job, you could be making 6 figures right now. You got hair, you need hair product. Just saying. And you need this satin, this beautiful, I had it on the screen a minute ago, this beautiful hair cap that just like keeps your hair so soft. You know how long I was probably in my 30s before I learned that it was best for women of color to wear satin rags on their hair, right? So the education, it's going to be so much. What time is it? I know we can't get into all of that with the education of our hair and what to wear, right? Like, why do you guys wear do-rag when you sleep? This is a good opportunity for if you don't have melatonin in your skin, you can learn about why we wear do-rags, or why we wear hair wraps, why we wear satin. It's necessary for our hair. So yes. Connect with Christina at Facebook. I'll let you say the handles real quick so I don't mess them up.
So you can reach out or connect with us on Facebook at Crown Love, LUV. You connect with us on Instagram at My Crown Love, LUV. TikTok, My Crown Love. Our website is www.mycrownlove.com.
So connect with her, whether you want to be an ambassador, if you just want a product, you want to purchase product, or just get some education. You got girls, you got hair, and guys too. I'm sure the guys can use the product as well. Please, I'm looking for you guys to do shout out in the chat. I want to see, hi Natalie. I want to see what's our new coin phrase again? Hair wealth.
Hair wealth.
Hair wealth. Okay, we're gonna start that. We're gonna just we wanted to go viral. Hair wealth. That's the new thing. And then also you want to tag at Crown Love so nobody steals it. So just put those in the chat for me. And if you share this with anybody, remember hair wealth. Why? Because Christina is telling us how we can not just take care of the hair that we have to take care of anyhow. But why not buy products and become wealthy doing it? Why not create generational wealth doing it? You want to get into the generational wealth now, or we want to talk about corporate America and do generational wealth at the end? You tell me.
Well, let's talk about corporate America and hair.
Okay, let's talk about corporate America.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it, people. And you guys, if you have stories to share, let us know. Put it in the chat. So there is a thing. Everybody don't know this, Christina, but there is a thing regarding us women with melanin in our skin, or the hair like Felicia and let me see, and Marjorie and Natalie, like hair, not this hair, but you know what I mean. The hair like Christina. There is a thing in corporate America where you are sometimes shamed, yes. Right? Like literally shamed for wearing the hair that God gave you. And it's labeled as unkept
unprofessional,
Tell us more.
uncombed,
Tell us more. On what combed?
unkept, unprofessional. Why is your hair so big?
Big?
Is this your actual hair? People coming up to me, grabbing my hair, pulling it. Is this actually yours? Is it a wig?
Right.
It's just, I don't know any other race that has to deal with the blatant just coming into our personal space and touching
disregard
hair, and just there's no regard for our feelings about how we feel about our hair. If like it's something that's been perpetuated in society, that Eurocentric point of view of what beauty is, and that's the key thing that Crown Love is trying to disintegrate, is that melanin representation is so important, and there's nothing wrong with natural hair. Right. Like, people like to use that term good hair or bad hair, or no, natural hair is the best hair. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the best hair. And now with the Crown Act, that legislation has just passed on the federal level, it is now banned as discrimination to say anything, speak about, to have any type of hairstyle requirements for a job. It is now illegal.
Good.
And it's discriminatory against African American people, whether you have dreads, locks, braids, whatever it is. You should be able to wear your hair how you want it, and it should not impact your productivity at your job
or your promotion
opportunity. Correct. So I'm really excited about this legislation that just passed, and now we're just trying to get all 50 states on board to pass that same act, so it's illegal in all 50 states.
How many states have approved it so far?
I believe 30. And there's a active petition. There's an active petition. They're having people to sign a petition for their states, call their legislatures in their states, and try to get this on the ballot so we can pass it in all 50 states.
All right, good. When you have a chance, if you would tag that, I don't have that information, but tag the website that we can sign the petition. Oh, I think I signed mine already, right? I did. As soon as I learned about it, I'm like, yeah, because under all the weave, I wear my natural hair. But the shaming has got to stop. When I was younger, I would tell you your hair is so big. Yeah, it's called a fro. Your hair was so big. Why is that? My brother, I had a brother who had dreadlocks, was constantly discriminated against just for his hair. And I remember, you know what? This is coming back to me. I think the first time that I had this reality that we are looked down because of our hair was when my brother said to me, I'm not coming back to America. And he explained why in some very colorful languages that I do not use and will not use. And he explained why, because those colorful people always stopped me. And my other brother, who wears his hair very militant and they look alike, doesn't get stopped as much as him. He rents a car, he gets stopped. He goes to the hotel, they look at him sideways. He always had this thing going on that he didn't like coming here. And it was because of his hair. And then he has a brother who looks like his twin, didn't have this problem so much, right? So that was for me a wake-up moment. And then I realized my incident, I wasn't so isolated when I was told, well, you're in a management position and we're sending you to represent our entire county, because I was selected as the teacher that actually represented the county to go to on the Hill, Tallahassee, right?
Okay.
To ask for money to help our kids in arts, in the dance and theater where I worked. And I was told that my hair was juvenile, right? Because I'm a manager. Not just that, I'm going to Tallahassee to represent. Christine, anyway, that's in the past, but that's what we deal with. I want you to know Natalie. I know Purpose Driven. You guys, you comment on here and let us know what you think. We have to sign the petition, and we have to share. We have to big up Christina, because she's not just coming to talk about hair wealth and hair care, but the education behind it is so
Yes.
key. The education as to why it's important. It shouldn't be a law. Nobody should even make it a law to just say, leave the women alone. Don't touch their hair, please. Don't ask them about their hair. Don't make a comment. It's their hair, however they want to wear it. Let me see if there are any comments in the chat. Do you see anything? Point blank, period. I love it. Point being violated. You know it's right, Natalie. Natalie said, violation. Basically, they violate us. You know they do. Paul is on here. Felicia's on here. I see my friend Miss Martha's on here. Thank you all for joining us. We appreciate you. We appreciate your comment. We appreciate your support. And I'm going to ask you one more thing. I'm going to ask you to tag somebody. It's not too late. Tag someone. Let them get in on this hair wealth conversation. You know, the law, the bill, whatever it is, the petition we have to sign, they need to be a part of that. Possibly being an ambassador, possibly bringing Christina and Crown Love and her basketball family behind her basketball team family, bringing them in to your community so that they can teach on hair, on just hair care. I wish you can travel to the Bahamas, because you made a statement on here about this good hair, bad hair thing. Right? Elaborate on that, because for years they've been saying, oh, he has good hair. In my culture too. He has good hair and she has bad hair, and how it affects our children. What do you think about that?
I struggled with that for a long time. I went natural, so I did my big chop approximately 8 years ago, and I had a perm when I was 5 years old, and I've been religiously getting perms until 8 years ago, and it's
Okay.
because of that Eurocentric point of view of what beauty is: long
Right.
hair, light eyes, lighter skin. It's something that's been perpetuated in society, in our magazines, on TV. And that's part of where that good hair, bad hair kind of conversation kind of arose, is through society. Oh, her hair's a little bit straighter. She doesn't have such a kinky texture. She must have good hair.
Right.
Or, oh, her hair is a little bit kinkier, or it's going to take a little bit longer to detangle. That's bad hair. But it's ludicrous to even think that. Who said what's good, what's bad? It's just, I don't even know where that came from, but it had to be society, the magazines, the TV shows that we watch, and what Caucasian people think is beautiful. That's what's going to be on Cosmopolitan magazine. That's what's going to be on Vogue. That's what's going to be on those magazines. And when you're a little Black girl, you don't see yourself represented in those ways. So that love, that self-hate for your own hair starts to create itself, because there is no representation in society. You don't see cartoons with a little Black girl with curly hair. You don't see Barbie dolls that are, in Target that look like you. So you think something may be wrong with you because you don't see messages that say something's right with you.
And that is sad. It's truth, and it's just sad. And I hope that companies like yours, Crown Love, with the education, would change that, could change that. I see it's a big ship, and it's slowly turning around, that where women are now comfortable, with their natural hair, whether they choose to wear a wig or a weave or whatever. It's not just cause, whatever they want to, but to be comfortable wearing it and feeling beautiful about that as well. I had a thought the thought was, because I said that because the billion-dollar industry that it is, hair industry, and minus like the cancer patient and alopecia patient, I'm talking about just without the need for it. The hair industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. And ladies on this chat, if you have any melatonin in your skin, you are the number one consumer. You are the number one consumer. Absolutely. So with that billion-dollar industry, the products, the hair, whatever it is, we are the number one consumer of that. How much of that do we put in our pockets? How much of that do we buy? if you've ever been to my house and you open the drawer under the sink on my side, like from the beginning, like from the edge to the end, hair products, and I'm always trying new hair products. I have a Jamaican friend, a lady who does my hair and who does my natural hair. She comes, she makes me hair products sometime. I wish she would do a line, hopefully, fingers crossed. But we want to share. And also too, we are going to select a winner. So if you're on this, stay till the end. We have a few more minutes, but we're going to select a winner to give one of Christine's product away. So Christine, tell them briefly about your product, because we want to give away a satin. Tell them what it's called. You tell them, please.
Okay, so our number one seller is our extra long satin bonnet. It
Okay.
is 30 inches of high quality vegan satin, and it's the black thing right there. I should have brought one
Yeah,
so I can show you
that's
visually.
fine. Right here, right
But
here.
because it has the elastic band, it has the tie around feature, so you're not gonna have any forehead marks anymore. You're not going to have any headaches. It's not tight on your scalp, and you can literally wear it for sew-ins, dreads, faux locks, braids, and it's going to preserve your hairstyle, number one, but also keep it looking fresh and shiny by retaining that moisture in your hair. Um, we also have our marble satin pillowcase sets, and they come in black and white, and then we have gold and white. Um, what I really am excited about is our detangling kit, which I created this detangling kit because sometimes you can go into the natural hair aisle and it's overwhelming with how many products there are and how many options you have now. So the detangling kit is everything you need to go from wet to dry, from straight to curly. It's a 13-piece set,
Mm.
from your detangling kit to your alligator clips to your scalp massager. It has everything you need to take
Okay.
care of your natural hair. So it's one kit with all the styling tools necessary to take care of your natural hair.
Good. That's going to be big because we need it. Alligator clip. Talk about that. I need it. Like twist it up. Boom. When if you braid, ladies on this chat, if you braid, we need some alligator clips. Like make the part.
All the
So
sections.
let's section it off and clip it up. You know what we're talking about. So let me read some of the comments and let me see. Purpose Driven says, I have three daughters with three different hair texture, and I correct people. Oh, I love it. I correct people when they make uneducated mark about my daughter's hair. Okay, I think I know her daughter, so I think I know what she's talking about. One have like soft, like even like softer hair than you, and it's
Hmm.
kinky but it's soft, and then one has just a little poofy, and Skylar's got fire hair. Anyways, they're different. And people say dumb stuff. She calls it uneducated, but I'll call it dumb. Like, oh, that one has good hair. No, they all have good hair. God made their hairs good. And King Josh said, you're preaching it. Is that your hubby?
It is.
Thank you, Josh. Support, support. Yes, preach. We need it. I am so happy that y'all are here to support. Remember, there was another comment I want to read. You can become an ambassador by just hitting up Christina. Her website is www. I don't know why I said the three W's like I'm 90 years old, but it is mycrownlove.com.
Yes.
Right? You can become an ambassador, or you can just support her products. Stay on the line because we're gonna have to figure out who win. Now, listen, your assignment was to tag someone today, tag a lady, a young lady, and also to put the phrase, the hashtag hair wealth, because that's gonna be Crown Love new hashtag hair wealth. We want to make sure they go big, they go to the top. She's gonna unroll. You said this summer you're gonna unpack that 13-piece that's coming out this
So
summer.
the 13-piece set is already live on my website. It's available
Oh,
now. The natural hair oil for retaining moisture, that's dropping this summer.
okay, that's dropping this summer. So we're going to talk about generational wealth, more about how generational wealth and hair, what it has to do with it. But a lot of the questions I had, you actually answered them about what motivated you and why representation of melanin is so important. You answered those questions. They were on my list. I want you, before we talk about generational wealth and here, please give us, you're a businesswoman, your mom, you're an entrepreneur, successful, you came out of corporate market, the corporate workplace. I want you to list maybe 3 or 4 strategic, I'm going to get this right, steps in running your business successfully. Because I know there are some people on here that may have a business and they might just look at you and say, I admire a woman that has a basketball team. Yeah, the picture on the wall is really her family. She's young, she's 33 years old, and she has all these beautiful children, her and her husband, and she balances it, by the grace of God. So give us some steps, maybe 3 or 4, of how do you run a business, and what tips can you leave with these women before we talk about wealth?
Lay the foundation. Like, you can get products and just start selling something, but really lay the foundation to make it a legitimized business. That means get your LLC or your S corp or your corp, whatever you decide to do, but make sure that you LLC your business. Make sure you have that EIN number. Make sure that you have your domain name secured and you're paying for that domain name. The domain name is so important because that saves your spot and your identity online, which is so important to market yourself. So make sure that you have that domain name and that your social media platforms match that domain name. So
Okay.
even before you even start selling something, I would already have an LLC, I would already have a domain name, and I would already secure my social media name on all platforms. So that would be my first strategic move, is just to lay the foundation to be a legitimate business. So that would be number one. Number two is you have to talk about your business so people know you have a business.
There you go. Shout it out.
And that's why I was featured on TV. That's why I was featured in an interview and a blog, because everywhere I go, I'm talking about it. You're gonna know, you're tired of it. You're gonna be sick of me saying Crown Love, because that's all I'm talking about. My kids are talking about Crown Love. My husband's talking about Crown Love. We're all driving around with bonnets and satin pillowcases.
Oh, wow.
So you have to be passionate about your business and talk about it. And networking has been so important. It's hard for me sometimes to get out and network because I do have a lot of kids, and finding childcare for a whole basketball team can be difficult.
Yeah.
But networking, I have been able to connect with some powerful, successful women in the Tampa Bay area, and they have been networking me with different people. I've been going to different events, and I can honestly say networking and building that authentic traction and following has really worked for me.
Good.
And just getting out there and talking about it.
Good. So you've heard it. If you have a business, whether you're an ambassador for Crown Love or you just have your own business, like you said, lay the foundation. You gotta be a business, a real business, and pay your taxes, people. Just saying, so lay the foundation. Yeah, pay your taxes. Be honest and pay your taxes. Lay the foundation. Get your LLC or your corp, S corp, whatever you decide to do. It's up to you. You can get legal representation or not. These days, you can really do it by yourself. Like you say, talk about your business, right? She's got free marketing, the whole team behind her. They market for her, but you too have an inner circle. You have family, and get them to hand out your business card or just hashtag you on Facebook. Talk about your business. Talk about your business. Talk about your business. Because we on this space, we are about personal finances. That's making extra money, creating multiple streams of income, and increasing their wealth. In order for people to do that, they got to know that you offer something, right? So talk about it. Network with people. This whole platform is about networking. The reason I have women on here, it's because it's me networking. Yes, I decided to leave the education and the art industry, and I decided to do finances, right? Complete 180 in my career. I choose to do it, and I'm loving it. But now I talk about it. When people, what do you do? What do you do? Can you come and dance? No, I'll teach you about finances, though. I'll teach you how to start your dance studio. I'm just saying, I can teach you. That's what I talk about. And you have to talk about your business network. That's what this whole podcast is about, networking. I'm having a lady on next in a couple of weeks, Dawkins, who has started with a catering business. Now she has like 4 or 5 streams of income that just organically arrive from that one platform, right? So you start like just like you are. You start with one thing, and next thing you know, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 income that's coming in. So the big question that we want to get to, how do we create generational wealth? If you're hopping on the show, let me say this first of all. We are going to give away a complete one of her kit. So hashtag, and we're going to pick it after the show. So come back and we'll tag you so we know. I'll have Christina or her husband or one of her kids stroll through the chat and go, I like what that person said, and just pick it. Innocent as innocent can be. So come back within an hour or so. So if you see your name, follow through. But in order to win, you have to put the phrase, you have to, in the comment, put crown, not crown, help me out. Hair health?
Hair wealth.
Yeah, hair wealth, and you have to tag at Crown Love, at My Crown Love. Those will be the people who we even look at to win, just so you know. So now, like we said in the beginning, there is a lady, Madam C.J. Walker, the very first Black billionaire, like self-made billionaire in America. So you thought Oprah Winfrey was the first. I don't think so. But she's not as popular as, because she wasn't on TV. It was the day before social media and all of that. And how did she build an empire? This woman was no joke. Like all the way up in the governor's house and in the space of politician, she built it with hair products.
Yes.
So if you think that you cannot create wealth with hair products, think again. Christina, this is how we're going to end the show. Share with us people who might have the limited mindset. Oh, I only braid hair and I charge $45. You spend $200 to get the weave, right? Oh, I do hair products. Talk about how we can create generational wealth with hair.
It's about what are you already doing? What are you already purchasing? What talent do you already have? And how can you empower yourself and change that into a stream of income, like what you were saying? If you do all your cousin's hair, invest in a Booksy site and start taking appointments and pre-purchasing hair. I think the key to generational wealth is having that tenacity to take that leap of faith first.
Okay.
Because first you have to know that you want to create generational wealth for your family, but then you also have to have the guts to take the risk to do it. Because entrepreneurship is tough. It is not for the faint of heart. Mm-hmm. You do everything yourself. You wear all the hats yourself. So I think generational wealth is also about making a choice, mm-hmm. and then being able, dare I say, to risk it all and to take that leap of faith. But anything you're passionate about can be monetized.
Okay.
It's about researching. Google is your best friend, and it's
right.
Free.
Yes.
Like, you can find out so many things on Google. I have taken free webinar classes. I've taken free courses to help myself learn how to build a website for myself, to help myself create invoices. My husband also is an entrepreneur, and we do all of his invoicing in-house. Shout outs to my husband. But you have to take a class. You have to want to know.
Hold up. Your husband is already picking a winner. He's like, it's not over yet, King John. He picked the winner. He goes, purpose driven. Okay, keep going. I didn't mean to interrupt you. We're going to announce the winner later. Sorry, go on.
But yeah, just decide, take the leap of faith. Think about what you're passionate about, because that's what I did. I saw an Instagram video during COVID, and it said, write down what you're passionate about and what you love. And the top 2 things that I put down was, I'm passionate about self-love and being an advocate for women empowerment, and I'm passionate about hair and melanin representation. And from that one piece of paper, I started researching, how can I put self-love and hair together, and then all of a sudden, out of a lot of prayer and a lot of research, crown love. Crown love.
Wow. Look
And
at that.
now my goal is to create a global key player in this hair industry, and to make sure that it maintains being family owned.
Okay. Oh, great. I love that.
Because I see a lot of these natural hair companies that are no longer black owned, no longer being ran by melanin CEOs. And I think a part of generational wealth is making sure that not only are you providing wealth for your family, but you're creating jobs and opportunities for the Black community as well.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Your generation. After all, it is your generation that you want to pass this wealth down to. So I'm happy that you brought that up. I did not know that these companies are no longer owned by, that's like, wow, did not know. That's interesting. Well, thank you for sharing that, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to pick a winner. Though King Josh has already said, King Josh is her husband, y'all. I'm just saying, you know, but we truly appreciate your support. For me personally, I do finances right now. That's what I do. I pivot from musical theater, worked at Strauss Performing Arts Center for years, Blake High School, Prodigy. So I've traveled the world doing the arts, and I have, and did well in that too. Even within the arts, I literally had multiple streams of income. I would host conferences, I wrote books, I would have, back then it was webinars, right? We didn't have all of this. We did webinars, had a studio, travel with a company, always had in my head multiple streams of income. So whatever I did, it was how could I monetize, like you said, thanks to my dad who kind of gave me that idea, how to monetize that. So it's like, okay, so you dance, let's do this. Okay, so you do this. It was had costumes. We would sell costumes. You were part of that world back in the day, remember?
I was. I went to Blake High School as a musical theater student.
Yes,
so
yes.
I thought I was going to be in that arts future career world as well. So
that's good. I used to teach Christine back in the day. She would come to my dance class and stuff. She was just so smart, just always so smart. That's I see why you're successful, because you always, like, she's got it going on. Being beautiful is not enough, people. You need to be beautiful and smart and work for yourself. All of that. This package comes, it's great. But thank you. We're gonna pick a winner. A thought popped in my head about the arts, Christina. My first real mentor, second, because my first one was my high school teacher. My second mentor was Miles Monroe. And some years ago, when I didn't even plan to transition, Miles Monroe said something. I hope this is appropriate and doesn't offend anybody. Miles Monroe, on one of his teaching tapes, this was right after he died, he talked about, So Miles Monroe shared something earlier, but right after he died, I'm just eating up all of his material, right? Because when somebody dies, you want to be close to them. And as I'm in my garage cleaning one day, I listened to this video on YouTube, and he talked about the fact that we, as people of color, the reason we excel in sports and the arts and certain things is because somebody told us we could. So the teaching, if you want to Google it and find it out and just fact check it, I believe in that, is so, gosh, it was so life-changing for me. And he's like, why do you do this? Because you were exposed to that. And that's what they said you could do. They said you could sing and you can dance and you can do sports and you can cook. And then I stopped to tape and I started thinking, I'm like, well, yeah, that's what we do. We did it because they said we're good at it. And then he said this in the tape, why aren't you good with money? Because they said you're not good with money. Whoever they are, he didn't call any name. He's like, why don't we have more people in finances and real estate? Because they said, and I'm like, well, mother sick it. And I had this aha moment, and I thought, whoa, so there are a lot of us that are in certain industry because we thought that's what we could do and we're good at. So why can't we be business owners, right? Why can't we have a global empire and own the hair industry Thank
Yes.
you, Holy Spirit, for bringing that back to my mind. But yes, we could be great and we could build wealth with whatever it is we want to. So please, please, please connect with my friend, Christina Tyler.
I don't know what happened. I think she lost the connection, but please, please connect with me. Guys, again, my name is Christina Tyler. You can find me at Crown Love on Facebook, My Crown Love LUV on Instagram, or you can visit us on our website, www.mycrownlove. You can, there's opportunities to be a brand ambassador. There's opportunities to connect with me. Any vendor events in the local area, I'm down to be in the community to do any events that are available. Please DM me, send me an email. Our email is info@mycrownlove.com. I'm just grateful that she had me on this show today and that I could connect and talk to you guys. If you have any questions, I'm an open book. Just hit me up, send me a comment. I really appreciate you guys for being here and watching us. And I'm waiting for her to return. If you have any questions, thank you so much. Purpose driven. Thank you. And I saw my husband chose you, so we'll figure out who's gonna win this. But remember, hashtag hair wealth, ladies and gentlemen, hair wealth. If you know how to retwist, if you know how to do locks, if you know how to do knotless braids, if you know how to sew pillowcases, hey, there's enough money out here for all of us to win in the hair industry. And she was right. It is a multi-billion-dollar industry, specifically, not even including weaves or the hair salon. It's roughly about $465 million being spent in the Black community on natural hair. So there's definitely an opportunity for all of us to win in this space and in this industry. So if you have any questions for me, just contact me. I'm an open book. I'm willing to help anybody that's out there, especially my ladies, my melanin beauty queens. I'm definitely excited to connect with you guys. And thank you, Miss Paulette, for having me on the show. Again, she was my dance teacher when I was a little girl. And now to come full circle and to be on her show, on her platform, I'm really appreciative for it. So I just want to thank you guys. And I hope you have a wonderful evening. If you have any questions, hit me up. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. And I don't even know if I can end this because I didn't start it. So we're going to figure this out together, guys. We're going to figure this out. Let's see. Where did she go? Thank you, Janice. Again, connect with me, ladies. Marsha, Janice, Carla. I'm trying to read the comments and still be here. So Joe had a great question. Joseph had a great question. Why do so many Oriental people own Black hair product stores? That's a great observation. And again, it goes back to Miss Paulette's last point that someone told them that they were good in that area, in that field, and they just ran with it. Also, supplies, most of them are made in China, so they have a direct connection to those suppliers and the manufacturers to get those products at a lower cost. It's interesting that they are in our communities selling our products, and we no longer own the products. We don't own the store, and they're down the block in our communities. And we need to change that narrative, and make that shift to bring Black hair products and our Black products that we use every day into our Black community, into our hands, and for us to start creating that wealth and creating those companies. So I think that's a great point that things do need to start shifting. But again, if you have any questions, I'm going to go ahead and leave this live. But again, my name is Christina Tyler. I'm from Crown Love. You can find me at Instagram, My Crown Love, Facebook, Crown Love, www.mycrownlove.com. Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to this interview. I'm much appreciative for it. Thanks.
I don't see them.
Hello?
I don't see them.
Well, she's talking still.
I don't see her.
Well, she's been waiting for you to get back on.
I think we had a